Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing
5, 6, 7, 8.
Let me hear you. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Testing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Sexy what? Hello and welcome to episode 13 of Getting Ready with Shell. With me is my beautiful wife, Britney Spears.
You'd be in trouble if Britney Spears was your wife. Oh my gosh.
Boy, can she dance.
Yeah.
This is the show that takes place during broad daylight. Get it? Because you're a broad.
What does that make you?
A bro.
Yeah.
So sit back and enjoy me irritating the heck out of my bride, Shelly.
You'll see what my life is really like, what I have to put up with.
Theme song has to go in here somewhere.
Okay.
No, I already wrote it.
Okay.
The show you're about to hear is called Getting Ready with Shell.
Get ready!
Are you ready?
Ready to work?
Are you really ready? Ready to go?
What you're actually about to hear is a show which is produced by Shelly's husband, Kevin, but his wife, Shelly, likes to sit down and talk and make sounds that come out of her mouth that happen to do with current events. And it sounds good, and it feels good, but I'll tell you what, it makes life a little rough when you have differences of opinions on a lot of things, but you go ahead and keep on going on anyway, because you love her so much, and no matter what she says, you gotta go with it, because if you don't, then you have issues like anger and stress and going bald and getting fatter, and you just can't help that, so sit back and enjoy Getting Ready with Shell.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's Friday, my favorite day of the week.
Mine too, actually.
Yeah. Very long work week.
Why?
Very stressful.
Why?
Because I work in a stressful job.
Do they know it?
Yes, they know it. It's stressful for everybody.
Have you told them?
They don't know it's stressful. Everybody that works there knows it's a stressful place to work.
Is there any way of unstressing it? Acting silly, being funny, buying cupcakes in the morning, donuts or
No,
something?
there's too much donuts and stuff there anyway.
Coffee?
That's why we're all irritated, because we have too many sweets.
You're irritated?
Irritated. I don't drink coffee. You know that.
Maybe if you started, that would take away some of the irritation.
I can't drink. And I'm not supposed to drink caffeine.
Why not?
Because of my ulcers. When I saw my GI this last week, he told me I can go back. I don't have to eat low fiber anymore, but no caffeine.
Ever?
Got to be really careful. I mean, if I have a soda once in a while or a tea or something, but he said I can drink green tea, but I'm supposed to stay away from caffeine because it can irritate your stomach. So.
For life?
Yes.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I just told you that. So, no more Diet Dew, which I'm so sad about.
Yeah, so you lose some of your hickdom.
Oh, I love Diet Mountain Dew.
Take off your baseball
so
cap
much.
and come off the mountain in your Ford.
But you know, out in the Midwest and in the South, they sell caffeine-free Diet Mountain Dew. I don't know why they don't sell it here. Then I'd be happy.
You need to talk to Big Dew.
Big Dew, yeah, start selling it out here.
Wonder if we can get their attention.
I don't know.
How have you been?
Well, we're going to do different sections. This whole show is revamped. New music, new segments, new everything.
Wow.
All for you because I love you so much.
And I'm not even getting ready to go anywhere.
It's still Getting Ready with Shell.
What am I getting ready to do?
We're getting ready to listen to you.
Oh, okay.
It takes a long way. Let me do this so you can look at me.
Okay. Why do I want to look at you? I look at you all the time.
If you keep your mouth pointed, I think you'll be okay.
I can't point my mouth at the mic and look at you at the same time. Am I supposed to look at you out of the corner of my eye?
So we have...
I'm looking at you.
I've got stomach cramps.
Stomach cramps is next.
Stomach cramps?
This is things that are bothering you or rants.
Oh,
We only get one each.
okay.
Son of a bitch! You know what bothers me? Is you're not the only one. I take a lot out when I record with my buddy Jeff. Maybe one or two with Doug. Ferg can throw in about 6 or 7 per episode. But you do it every sentence.
I don't know why.
Because when people think, they don't know what to do, so they make a noise to let you know that they're participating. It's a psychological
Is that why you fart all the time?
You know why I fart all the time? To sweeten our relationship.
Yeah, right. Why don't
zest.
you go first? Because I got to think about this.
Well,
Because the things that bother me right now maybe might be too,
like your husband.
I don't know.
Get you in trouble?
Political.
Oh, don't worry about politics because you just saw the news. Don't.
No, it's not. It was the Time magazine thing. I don't want to get into that.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
No.
So I got to think of something else.
All right. Well, let me continue.
Okay.
Let me think. What is bothering me this week? I'll tell you what's giving me stomach cramps, Shelly.
But
The other day I had to call the cops. I had to call the po-po on a gentleman who decided to use our lake as a landing strip for his boat
honey, that's a state lake.
that can fly. Let me tell you what happened. I'm sitting here minding my business, right?
Apparently not if you're looking out the window gawking at people on their boats. No, go ahead.
And I was minding my business, and I was just sitting here minding my business, right? You know what I'm saying? So I was minding my business. And I hear what sounds like a Harley Davidson start up. And it was across the lake. I mean, it was across the lake. And I looked and I said, oh my gosh, that's a boat. I said it to myself. And I freaked out.
Why? There's boats on the lake all the time.
This is not your usual boat. This boat was built for racing in rivers and like on ESPN. And it was huge. And it had two water jet thingies on the back. And when it hit the gas, it made this rumble.
Jeez.
And it went.
So people wouldn't, it's not even like the type of boat people would use to water ski
Not
or
at
anything.
all. So I called the po-po. Now, I don't know whether my rant's about the boat or the po-po. I'm going to lead a little bit. I'm going to say 50-50 because the po-po around here, I don't care what kind of patriotic thing you have for the police or whatever, stay out of my town because they need some training. They're just terrible. I find them hiding every place when I'm driving around delivering. They're hiding in the most...
Okay, get on with your story.
Oh, this is frustrating. They don't do squat. So I call him up and I was like, I have a guy out here and he's doing like 90 miles an hour up and down this thing. Like crazy. He's got to be doing at least 60 to 80. And he's like... When you hear him turn around and it takes him 15 seconds to get back and forth.
Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't that big of a lake.
Yeah, he was just crazy. And I told the police that. And the guy goes, well, I don't think there's any speed restrictions on your lake. And then the guy behind him goes, yes, there is, Carl. Yes, there is.
I think it's like 20.
Yeah,
Something
I think
like
it's
that.
something like that. And he's like, I guess there is. And I'm thinking, this is why you're on the phone, Officer Carl. That's why you're pushing pencils. And so I'm not sure if they send somebody out or not. It looks like a car came over there and talked to the guy. But I don't know if he was like, cool boat. You know, I don't know. I couldn't see any antennas on the car.
So did you see anybody pull up with a trailer or was it somebody that lives on the lake?
No,
do
it
you
was
think?
somebody. It was
He
a
pulled
young
up
kid.
over there? Oh.
A young punk kid
So he pulled up
and his girlfriend in a truck.
Oh.
And
Jeez.
back and forth 3 or 4 times, got on it and left. This is the second time he's come.
He's not going to be able to do that this summer because there's going to be too many kayakers and water skiers and everybody else. People,
I don't care what your nationality is. If you want to be a kayak,
and people, doing the what is it? Sorry,
you know my other rant.
tubing. Like when they tube, there's too many people out doing that. You can't have a boat like that out there.
No, because you're going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
You're going to lop someone's
Yeah.
head off. That's where the term
What
lop
if he ran into
came
a
from.
jet skier or something?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Well, the kid is obviously rich and
Yeah.
filthy rich. And I mean filthy rich because his truck was dirty.
Oh, geez.
It's a nice truck, but it was dirty.
So my rant is, the other day I had to go see my new gastroenterologist. So I get to my appointment. He comes in, examines me, tells me all this stuff, and about new exams. I have to have another endoscopy,
Yeah.
ultrasound endoscopy. I have to have a colonoscopy. All this stuff.
He just wants to shove tubes in any
So
available hole.
he was telling me all about that. So when he was done, he said, "Don't leave. Stay here, and I'll be right back."
Right.
So I'm sitting there, sitting there. My appointment was at 3:30.
Oh, yeah, this is a good rant.
Sitting there, probably 15, 20 minutes. I look at my clock. It's almost 5. It's like 10 to 5. And I'm like, I've been sitting here at least 20 minutes to a half an hour.
Hello?
So I finally opened up the door. I looked in the hall. I didn't see anybody. And I walked down the hall a little bit. And I'm looking. And then I saw the receptionist. And I'm like, I think the doctor forgot about me. And she goes, oh, you're still here? I am so sorry. And pretty soon his assistant, that comes and does everything, she comes, I'm so sorry. We didn't know you were still here.
Overbooked.
So he just got busy doing something else, I guess. I don't know. It was the first time I saw this doctor. I mean, I really liked him, but I was like, oh my gosh, I could have probably been out of here
Was he cute?
a half an hour ago. I'm an older guy. I don't know.
Was he attractive?
No. No, he's my gastroenterologist. I don't care if he's what he looks like.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, so that was my rant. I mean, I know they're busy, but when we go see a doctor, we're busy too. I don't have time to sit there an hour and a half. So I got my appointment was at 3:30. I didn't get out of there till 5 o'clock.
Did you get your money back?
No,
Why? He took your money.
Of course, because he did what he was supposed to do. He examined me. He did
Yeah, but
everything
he
was
took
supposed
your
to.
money while you should have been back at work.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I saw him for 5 minutes. If he did his job, I have to pay my copay. That's the way that works.
I wonder if he's charging you for that extra hour.
So they don't charge by the hour, charge by the visit. But anyway, that was irritating to me because I hate that. It's like, especially, I don't know. I figured he was making my appointments for my other endoscopy and, figuring out when I can come in for my colonoscopy and all this stuff.
No, he forgot you existed.
Yeah, he forgot all about me. So that was my rant. That was irritating to me. That's it.
I bet you if you were like 18 years old and had cleavage from here to South Cambodia, he'd be all over it. Would have been back in 5 minutes. Hey, you come back now tomorrow and we'll get that endoscopy started.
I don't think he would have been interested.
Why? Oh.
I think he plays for the other team.
Oh, that's quite different, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I bet if you were an 18, never mind.
Never mind. Let's not go there.
All right, so it's time now for weird news.
Okay.
How about some weird news?
Hey, guess what, sweetheart?
What?
Cops found 10 pounds of pot wrongly sent to the Pennsylvania pastor.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently, in Yeadon, PA, that's close to saying Weedon,
Jeez.
PA. Police are trying to determine who shipped 10 pounds of marijuana from California to the pastor in the Philadelphia suburbs.
Oh my goodness. How did they know the pastor didn't order it?
Hey, I know a pastor, and that pastor is a saint.
Well, it's supposed to be so wonderful now and going to be legal. So,
Gonna be.
yeah.
It mostly isn't.
I don't know. It's disgusting.
You don't like weed, do you?
No, I don't. And as much pain as I am in for my fibromyalgia and my arthritis and my psoriasis, I would never, ever use it for pain.
What if it was in pill form and there was no high to it?
Then I might consider it. But otherwise,
And
no
then
way.
you smoked it.
Nope. I don't believe in it. And I think it's this country going to hell by legalizing it more. Mm-hmm. That's all we need. People are killing people on the highways from drinking and driving. Now let's get high and drive, and just disgusting to me.
Did you hear that the pet shop that was in the film Rocky, all the Rocky films, was demolished? The Philadelphia storefront featured prominently in the Rocky films has been demolished. They took it down.
Why did they do that?
I bet you $100 there wasn't enough business.
Oh,
Not enough pets to sell. People buying their pets on Amazon.
Yo, Adrian. They knocked down the pet store, Adrian.
As a matter of fact, we have Sylvester Stallone with us on the telephone.
Oh. I never got to read any weird news.
You never have. I always tell you
What's
about them
my
and you
show?
comment. I don't give a You always just commented on that. I read the stories and you talked. Would you like to read a story, Shelly?
I thought we took turns.
We never took turns, ever. Would you like to take a turn?
Whose show is this, Kev? Is it Getting Ready with Kev?
Who owns all the equipment?
I do,
Who
baby.
is the one who sets up the template and does the music work
Then
and the
you
production?
should call it Getting Ready with
and
Kev.
you know what?
And Shell is
I should call
is
it Look Who I Married.
visitor.
You want to do one?
Find something good.
I could read any of these.
I want to
and make
read
them
about the
entertaining.
Starbucks barista.
Go for it.
Okay. A Starbucks barista has a meltdown over a unicorn frappuccino.
What's a barista?
A barista is your coffee maker, the person who does your coffee.
That's a barista?
That's a barista.
I thought it was some kind of French nude dancer.
No. A Starbucks barista has taken to social media hoping to make orders for the coffee chains. Let me read it over. A Starbucks unicorn
Cappuccino, honey?
A Starbucks barista has taken to social media hoping to make orders for the coffee chain's much buzzed about unicorn frappuccino disappear. I didn't even know they had a unicorn.
I
Frappuccino.
didn't really give a crap.
What is it?
It's obviously
The unicorn frappuccino is a sweet and sour pink and blue cream swirl topped with what Starbucks calls fairy powder. The barista says in the video that making the treat left him with sticky hands and residue from the drink stuck to his clothes and in his hair.
And he said that he's never been so stressed out.
He was working and he got dirty.
Oh, God.
Poor little snowflake.
You know what? He wanted to become a barista so bad when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But he never knew it would involve sticking his...
Yeah, poor little snowflake. I don't even know. What happened to people just drinking regular coffee? I don't understand it.
All right, I'll read one and you read one and we're finished with the news.
I thought you already read one.
I'll read one more. You want to read one more?
No.
Cockfighting in Cuba. Just want to read the headline. Okay, let's see what else we got. It sounds like a rock band. Thank you for coming out. We were cockfighting in Cuba. Real bad mariachi band.
Excuse me.
Police donate 19th century cannonball found among antiques.
They dentonate.
Let me do that. Donate. What? Let me read it again. Police detonate a 19th century cannonball found among antiques.
Oh my gosh.
An antique collector in Massachusetts says he didn't realize that he had an explosive 19th century cannonball sitting in his home until a bomb squad had to detonate it. Now, what?
You wouldn't know it was a cannonball?
And who was walking by outside and went, you know what? We should call the bomb squad. Let's find out
Let's
more.
find out, yes. WFXT TV reports that Bruce Westcott of Hull took the cannonball to a gun store Wednesday trying to sell it. He found the explosive, which he believed to be from the Civil War, in a box of antiques he bought earlier in the year, but he never looked through. He said the owner of the gun store told him the cannonball was potentially dangerous and asked him to leave.
That cannonball's dangerous, and I would like you to leave my store, sir.
So he took the cannonball home and called the police, who told him not to touch it. So his neighbors
But
were
I already
evacuated
touched
as the state police bomb squad removed the device and took it to a landfill and blew it up.
Well, that's ridiculous. What could happen?
I guess I'm dumb. I never knew cannonballs blew up.
Of course they blow up.
I didn't know they blew up. I thought they just shot out and
Did you
pumped you in
see
the head.
any of the Looney Tunes growing up?
I thought it was the
Conked you in the head.
fire from the shot. I thought they put like gunpowder or something in the cannon and then shot the ball out, and the ball would hit people and conk them out. Or
I just saw a small dramatic play performed by my wife. Good Lord.
I didn't know they blew up.
Now we're going on to listener messages, and then we'll end the show.
How about some listener kind words?
These are messages sent by you guys, the listeners, either via Facebook or messages sent to us. And we'll take turns reading them. Okay? I'll do number one.
Okay.
If it's okay, or do you want to?
What? I get the second little one sentence.
All right, you go number one. Take number one. Take number one. Take it. Take it all, baby. Take it all.
No, I'll do number two.
No, take number one because you'll do better reading Brian's thing.
Okay. Jeff DeMarco says, "You guys are great. I really enjoyed listening to this!" Exclamation point.
He didn't listen to the exclamation
Had a
point.
certain sweetness to it that made it impossible not to grin over. Can't wait to hear more.
And that's why we're recording tonight.
What sweetness?
Your sweetness.
Oh.
You're a big bottle of sweetness.
Oh, yes. I know I'm really sweet when I'm over here bitching about things.
That's my girl. Kim, a friend of yours from work,
Yes.
and also a friend of mine, and an extremely gorgeous lady.
She is.
She is. Says, dynamic duo, ... How entertaining. And there's a little heart on the end.
No, it's not how entertaining. It's how entertaining! Because it's got double exclamation points.
Go ahead, Shell, number 3. Thank you, Kim.
Brian, Kevin's and my friend, said,
My close friend, too.
very good, but you need a fax checker, LOL. People in Connecticut are known as nutmeggers.
Yes, that's where
Why are we called nutmeggers? I don't know. Also, if you want to go see the tavern in Guilford, you would have to go down, not up to Guilford, because you are north of Guilford. I don't know Connecticut that well. I've only been to Guilford
Would
once.
you stop
so I
defending
don't know.
yourself? Read the letter, and then we'll talk.
Oh,
afterwards.
yeah. And when you talk about someone on your show, aren't you supposed to give them some compensation? I will private message you my address and will be waiting by my mailbox for the check. Yes, I'm going to be rich. LMAO.
He's laughing his buttocks off.
Yes.
Okay, let's start in the beginning of it. People in Connecticut are known as nutmeggers because we are the nutmeg state.
I know, but why?
Why not?
Well, what is nutmeg grown here? Is that our main crop?
When did you turn into Stephen Hawking?
I don't know why we're called nutmeggers. And why would we be nutmeggers when every other state, I'm from Nebraska, I'm a Nebraskan, you're a Virginian,
Yeah.
you're a Iowan.
I would be a Connecticut, and
why would all of a
there's
sudden we be
Connecticans.
nutmeg. Okay, so I'm a nutmegger now.
Okay, and then the other part that you seem to get lost on is, we're still learning, but he's helping us. That's fine, learning about North and South. And no, you don't get any money. Number 4, Keith Hetzley. He says, yeah! Now, Keith Hetzley is a huge fan.
I know.
Of
Thank
your
you,
voice.
Keith.
He said that you had a sultry voice.
Oh, thank you, Keith. You're very sweet.
The real star and voice of Zerbinator Land has returned.
Yeah, baby.
Nice to have Shelly back. And recording with that other guy, Jerry, right? Just kidding, Kevin. Nice to know that Shelly is getting out and getting ready to go somewhere. Let her out of the house more often. I should. I really should.
Can't leave me chained up down in the laundry room anymore.
Yeah, I like to keep you where you is.
Yeah, so that was nice that
That's-
people commented on our little show.
Our little show.
Yeah, it's our little show.
Hey,
Except for Brian.
I want you to see our little show.
Except for Brian and his complaining.
Bribbin. He likes to complain.
Just wait till we come to your house for game night next time. I'm going to really complain.
What are you going to complain about?
I'll complain about everything.
You can't complain about his house. It's beautiful.
Or his lasagna, which is delicious.
Can't complain about his clothes. He actually dresses pretty snappy. His family's nice. The dogs are so cute.
I'd find something to complain about.
Complain about the color of his ceiling. Guys, thank you so much for listening again. If you want to get in touch with us, you can do so at instrumentally@gmail.com or go to Zerbinatorland on Facebook and give us a hey who and what. Or you can go to zerbinator.wordpress.com and hit the contact up on the menu and then write us a letter because we would love to hear from you and Shelly would love to answer your questions.
Yes, I would.
She's omnipotent.
Right.
She knows everything. Baby Buddha, right
Yes.
here. Live. Pre-recorded right here. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is pre-recorded live right here in KMAX Studios
In Middlefield, Connecticut.
in the heart of Connecticut in association with Beesick Lake.
Yes. Our
Right,
beautiful, beautiful lake.
So thank you for listening, Shelly.
Thank you again for another show, Kev.
You're welcome. Now, join us next time when Shelly says...
Don't make me wait in the doctor's office.
All of Zerbinator's music and podcasts are under the Creative Commons license, which allows retelling and rebroadcasting as long as the author is notified and credited. For more great escape pods, please visit www.zerbinator.wordpress.com. If you would like to contact Zerbinatorland, you can send an email to instrumentally@gmail.com or give us a call at 571-408-ZERB or 9372.